Hello people, welcome back. The question is from GATE 2014 exam and is for 2 marks. They are saying some host Q wants to connect to host H. H is acting as a HTTP server and Q wants some file from H. Okay. Both of these hosts, they are connected via 3 routers, R1, R2, R3. And there is some intruder that is trying to listen to this conversation at R2. Now 4 pieces of information are given to you, I1 to I4. Question is, which of these 4 things will be visible to this person who is trying to sniff this conversation? Okay, this person is listening to whatever is happening at router R2. Which of these 4 things will be visible to this intruder? You need to tell this. Now I'll also display the image of this question and I'd like to highlight one line in specific. It says, session layer encryption is used with DES as the shared key encryption protocol. Okay. Now see, I1 is URL of file downloaded by Q. Will this be visible to intruder? No, this will not be visible because URLs are present at application layer. Okay. Whatever URL a browser wants to access, all of that is happening at application layer. So a message will be prepared and that URL will be placed inside this message. This message will be given to lower layers. When it reaches session layer, encryption will be used. Okay, you don't need to know the details about this data encryption scheme. AES, DES, MD5 and SHA, all of these algorithms are removed from syllabus. Okay, so you don't need to worry about what is this. Just believe that this message will be encrypted. Now, session layer has encrypted this message like this. Okay, it is not visible to anyone now except for the receiver. Okay, a key is shared for decrypting this one. Anyways, transport layer will add 2 important things, that is source port number and destination port numbers. So SP source port and DP for destination port will be added and it will be given to network layer. Network layer will add the IP addresses. Okay, like this. Now in header a lot of other things will be there, but I am just showing you these 2: source port, destination port, source IP address and destination IP address. Then this message will be given to data link layer. Data link layer will add 2 more things, that is physical addresses or the MAC addresses, source MAC address and destination MAC address. Now see, this layer, data link layer, is responsible for hop to hop delivery. That means when Q is preparing this message or this frame, data link layer is going to add source MAC address as MAC address of Q and destination MAC address as MAC address of router R1. Okay, because first hop is this. From Q, you want to transfer this message to R1 as first hop. So MAC addresses or the physical addresses will be the ones that correspond to Q and R1. Okay. Now R1 will receive that frame. What R1 will do, R1's data link layer will just take the network layer packet out of the frame. Okay. That frame will be dropped. Now, after analyzing, R1 will decide that the message has to be forwarded to R2. R1 will again prepare a new frame. Okay. In that, the addresses will correspond to this hop like this. That means source address will be this one, the MAC address will be of R1 and destination MAC address will be of R2. Okay. Parallelly, when you're talking about this hop, the source MAC address will be the MAC address of R2 or the physical address of R2 and destination will be of this one. Parallelly, the addresses will be changed here also. Okay. So each and every device in the way or each and every router in the way is going to prepare new frames at data link layer. The network layer packet will be placed as it is in those frames and it will just keep on traveling. It's just like you want to go to some destination. You are the same person, but you keep on changing buses or some trains, etc. Okay. Now see, URL is encrypted, so it will not be visible. TCP port number. See, only this part is encrypted. Whatever was given to session layer by application layer, that is encrypted. Port numbers are not encrypted. So I2 will be visible. Okay. IP addresses will be visible. IP addresses of Q and H will be visible because this network layer packet has these IP addresses. Okay. This is IP address of Q. This one will be IP address of H. Source IP, destination IP. Next thing is link layer addresses or the physical addresses or MAC addresses. These will not be visible because suppose this is the intruder. It is trying to listen to the conversation, whatever messages are being exchanged. In none of the messages, you will find Q and H MAC address because if the intruder is listening to this wire or this channel, then source addresses will be of R1 and destination addresses will be of R2. I'm talking about link layer addresses or physical addresses. If the intruder tries to listen on this channel, then what will happen? Source addresses will be of R2 and destination addresses will be of R3. That means it may probably get to know about these MAC addresses only, these three. Okay. There is no chance that any of the packet has this MAC address and this MAC address. That means I4 will not be visible to the intruder. Okay. So what is the answer? Answer is I2 and I3 only. Okay. You can find it in options. Whichever option is correct, you just pick it. That's all about this question. Have a good day.